Hi, everybody. So this is your instructor, Kathleen Shaw. I just wanted to make a quick welcome video, especially to say thank you for your patience as I reworked a couple things. I realized that some of the assignments didn't come over correctly from the course copy. So I was going through and fixing those, and I've done that now. So I did want to just show y'all a couple things to make sure, A, you're aware of the changes, and B, you know how to kind of navigate the course, since this is an online accelerated course. So it's going to be online asynchronous, so we're not going to meet, and it's also going to be at a pretty fast pace. So I want to make sure that you're clear on what's going on before we start that. So when you first log into our class, you're going to see announcements. And in the announcements, I will just, this is actually on my 505 class. Let me switch over to our class. I realize it looks a lot like this because it's another 102, but it's a little bit longer. Give me just one moment. And it's actually good that we were at the other class because that gives you kind of a taste for what will be here, because I'm going to post an announcement right after this that includes this video. And I'll send an email letting you know that as well. So here at the announcements landing page, you're going to see things like kind of a snapshot, and I can even show you the sample one that I haven't posted yet. Where you're going to get a list of the things you need to complete in the week. These things will match up with the calendar widget that's on the home page. The video will go right there. And then here I just talk a little bit further and give you some pieces of advice on the different assignments that you have. So these are just like little moments where I recommend you read over it. Just like I said, quick pieces of advice, because really the nice thing about this accelerated course is that everything is put together in a way that you can see as soon as you click on the course schedule into the overview, you can see a list of everything you need to do. And I'll show you. So going into the course schedule, the course schedule over here, there we go. This is going to be a huge help. This is also linked on the home page. I'll show you where. But once you get here, you're going to click on the 7-week course schedule, and you can see that for every one of these topics, there's an overview. And if you click on the overview for every week, it's going to show you what you need to do in the week. So there will be like some kind of beginning stuff, like how does research begin? Like, why do I need to know this? But here, what do I need to review is a list of all of the resources in this particular week. What do I need to do is going to tell you every formative assignment that's due in the week and every summative assignment. And some of these resources are going to show up again, like asking questions, choosing topics. That's going to be covered again on the topic idea discussion board is linked there. And then like understanding plagiarism is linked on the summative into academic integrity quiz that you're going to be taking. So everything you need to do is contained in this overview. So I highly recommend that every week you're looking at the overview. And like I said, you can get to the overview by going to the content menu. And going through the course schedule and navigating through it that way. You can also, just from the table of contents, this information is going to be located in the week. So if you click on week 1, it will be linked as the first link right there. There's the overview for week 1, initiating inquiry. And then, excuse me, if you look back up here, at the home page, you'll see the calendar that has all the due dates, reminding you that there's 3 assignments due this Sunday. Sorry, it's an accelerated course, so it's going to go fast like that, and you don't want to get behind. Underneath that, picture of me, my instructor information. If you need anything, feel free to give me an email or a call. That's a Zoom room. So for Zoom office hours, which would be the best bet for y'all, you can log into Zoom here. If you click on instructor information, if you actually click, it's actually not. I think it's not linked here, but I will add in a link so that you can go to my office hours, which will tell you when my Zoom office hours happen, because the instructor information contains that. But down here under view the course schedule, that's what you can click that will immediately take you here to go and look at the overview. Boom. And like I said, it'll have the overview, a list of the resources you're going to cover, and then over here, the assignments due. So this is a really helpful schedule. Instructor information, let's go to the large one. I'll link it as well. But in the start here, instructor information. When you're here, you'll see my office hours listed. So for y'all, the best office hours are probably going to be 2 to 4 p.m. on Zoom on Wednesdays. If that time slot doesn't work for you, if you happen to be physically in the Stanton campus, I'm also going to be in my office 12:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. for you to swing by. But y'all are actually a Dover class, so that's probably not going to work. Although I do know some people go from one place to another. If you live in Middletown, I do actually have Middletown office hours because I teach in Middletown. And you're also always welcome to email me and let me know if you would like to schedule a Zoom meeting outside of these times. So that's just a little bit of that information. Really, the biggest thing that I wanted to mention, in addition to using that overview option, is that I did update. Let me just go back to it. No, that's the wrong thing. That's still. Okay, so what I mentioned down here is that I've added an additional resource for you to check out, which is a debatable topics list. I know there were some debatable topics questions linked in the discussion board, but if you haven't yet posted on the discussion board and you're still looking for a topic, this is actually maybe an even more helpful list because it breaks things down by category and major, which is always a good idea to think about. So it's nice to research into something that's like within your field so that you have an idea of like current topics in your field if you're going on job interviews or if you're applying to like a four-year school in your field and you need a writing sample. If you follow along with these, you'll have them. So not all of the subjects are necessarily majors at Del Tech, but a lot of them have to do with like if you're a criminal justice major, if you are a like an IT major, if you're in any of the environment sustainability programs, education, health and medicine. And then this one's actually broken down by lots of different categories within AI. So that's something to think about. So basically, those are some debatable topics and some questions that might be a little bit more specific to your interests in your major. So that's it. I will probably post more videos. I will definitely post feedback videos for you. But if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email.